the PGA Championship teeing off today from our own backyard and on to the global stage. Good evening, I'm Matt Malloy. It was an eventful first day at Oak Hill for the PGA Championship. There was a delay to start the day, a constant change of the leaderboard, and a surprise at the top. With a recap, here is Mike Catalana.
All right, the PGA Championship got a look at the restored version of Oak Hill Country Club. And man, it played tough today. How tough? The number one player in the world, Jon Rahm, shot 6 over par. Rahm will have his work cut out for him in round number 2 to just make it to play on the weekend. It wasn't the fact that others did not handle things pretty well today. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the leaders of round number 1. The early frost delayed the start of play, but gave way to a beautiful day for golf. And Scottie Scheffler, one of the world's best, had an outstanding round. He had his first major without a bogey on the card, a birdie of number 5. Here, Scheffler in contention right away at 3 under par. The leader through the early round, Bryson DeChambeau from the LIV Tour. He was spectacular. 6 birdies, 2 bogeys. His iron play, fantastic. He hit it tight, got it close, and ran in birdies. When it was over for round number 1, DeChambeau was impressed with Oak Hill and happy with the way he played.
I mean, it's a fantastic round of golf at Oak Hill. It's a prestigious place, a very difficult golf course. As I was looking at it throughout the week, I'm like, man, I don't know how shooting under par is even possible out here in some of the golf holes. But luckily, I was able to play some really good golf, hit a lot of fairways, do my job, and make some putts.
DeChambeau is the clubhouse leader, but the leader right now at 5 under, Eric Cole, the son of former pro players Laura Baugh and Bobby Cole. He's at 5 under par. He has 4 holes left to play, one of 11 golfers that were left on the course when play was called. Now, a lot of people paying attention to what Rory McIlroy is doing with his local ties. Rory had an up and down day, but it ended on the upside. Dan Fates will have that story coming your way.
And now swinging straight from our own backyard and onto the global stage, one of the most prestigious events in professional sports. They've come from around the world. Oak Hill back in the national spotlight as the first round of the PGA Championship tees off on the East Course in Pittsford. Rochester now taking center stage for one of the greatest tournaments in professional golf. From the pros to the crowds to the weather, we are on top of it all with full team coverage for you over the next 90 minutes. Frost delayed the first round early on, but Dan, things quickly got back on course.
Yeah, good evening, Matt. If you're wondering who is winning right now, it's the course. Oak Hill is flexing its muscles against the world's best golfers right now. There are currently only 18 players under par, and that is out of a field of over 150. Yeah, Bryson DeChambeau is your current leader. He is the long hitter from the LIV Tour. But guys like Rory McIlroy, Scottie Scheffler, Justin Thomas, and Collin Morikawa are all still in the mix within an arm's reach of DeChambeau. And despite the delay this morning, like you were talking about, it ended up being a beautiful day for championship golf. And the crowd's massive throughout the entire course. Those were the 2 things players were talking about after their rounds, the atmosphere here at Oak Hill, and its tough test.
It's awesome. I mean, I came in here Monday to register, and I couldn't believe how many people were out here. And then the practice rounds on Tuesday and Wednesday even, and now you have a beautiful day today. It's awesome. I hope we come back here because this course it's in great shape right now. It's fair. It's really tough, but it's really fun.
Yeah, I felt like at the beginning of the week it was going to play pretty hard, and so I'm glad that it wasn't just me that felt that way. So, yeah, it's just a tough test. Golf course is in good shape. Rough is healthy. Feels like a major.
Yeah, and if you thought the conditions were tough today, it's actually supposed to get worse as the week goes on, so that test will only get tougher. Coming up a bit later, we will have Jenna Cottrell has a story on a woman who works behind the scenes rummaging through players' golf bags. She'll explain.
Sports coming to you from the PGA Championship. And, you know, a lot has been made about the Live Tour guys and them competing with the players from the PGA Tour. We certainly saw it at the Masters, and we are seeing it today here at Oak Hill. The guy who is in the lead at the moment is a player who left and went to the Live Tour. We are talking about Bryson DeChambeau. He went out and put together an outstanding round today. DeChambeau had 2 bogeys, but still finished at 4 under par. Now, right now, because the round is going on, we can't show you the highlights of what he did. We'll tell you this: he had a great day and enjoyed himself out here at Oak Hill.
I mean, it's a fantastic round of golf at Oak Hill. It's a prestigious place, very difficult golf course. As I was looking at it throughout the week, I'm like, man, I don't know how shooting under par is even possible out here in some of the golf holes. But luckily, I was able to play some really good golf, hit a lot of fairways, do my job, and make some putts.
Yeah, I think no matter what position I'm in going into tomorrow, I'd be grinding it out. This is one of those places where that's what you have to do. You just try and stay in position, make the important par putts, and just keep the momentum going. And I did a good job of that today. And going into tomorrow, I'll just try and do more of the same.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun to see what happens tomorrow. So the leaderboard, and it keeps moving right now as the players are still out on the course. DeChambeau in front at 4 under. Scheffler at 3 under par. Canadian Corey Connors also -3. Rory McIlroy +1, right in contention after a struggle early. And speaking of struggling, Jon Rahm 6 over par for the world's #1. He's got his work cut out for him tomorrow.